Now it's music time here on Reclaim Radio. Yes, I absolutely love this section. I also love the TV and the film section, but I know it's getting closer to the end of the show, so it's always one of my favorite parts of the show. And of course, to digest and digest and inspect the latest music, there's only one person I'm going to go and ask. Unfortunately, Usher wasn't available. So we've got Laura. Laura, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm getting offended. Last week it was Katy Perry. This week
now
it's
I'm bringing
Usher.
out Usher. Yeah,
I know. Clearly I need to rank up a little bit, have a bit of a glow up or something.
Have I ever told you the story about how I became the man, the myth, the legend?
You never have, no. Do you explain?
So you do know that I have this jingle here, right? You ready?
It's the man, the myth, and some might say, including me, the legend. This is the Stuart Armour Show on Reclaimed Radio.
So you know that jingle has been made from my best friend Reese, right?
Yeah.
But did I ever tell you the reason why I have that jingle?
No, you sly little thing. You didn't. Why?
Okay. So, I tell you what I need. Let's go back in time. So we need to go back to around 2016. So let's just go back to 2016. I mean, I don't know. We're not really going anywhere. I just thought I'd play that for dramatic effect. So we are. I'm doing a sound cultures module at university. It's kind of like an introduction to kind of radio as such. It was my first module in my first year at uni, and we were just learning who our classmates were and if they were cool or not and things like that. And we had to do soundscapes. So basically we had to do a presentation on kind of some sort of sound. So I chose electronic sound, and in more depth I chose the alarm clock as my kind of focus for sound. Okay.
An alarm clock.
An alarm clock, yeah. Because it was an electronic sound.
Okay, I'm going to see where this goes.
So I basically learned the history of alarm clocks and where they all started. They started back in Victorian times. Now, do you know how they started in Victorian times?
I wouldn't have a clue, no.
So they had these guys with huge, massive, sticks, and they'd go round to your house and tap on your window, and they were called tapperers.
Yeah.
So they would tap on your window to wake you up, right?
Yeah.
So that was your alarm clock. So what you do is you would pay this guy to come around at 6 o'clock in the morning to tap on your window to wake you up.
Okay. Random, right? But yeah, love it.
So that's how the alarm clock initially started, right? So from that, it then evolved to the clock that we know that has the bell in between. You know, the old analog clock with the two bells, and it had like a ding, 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 ding.
I had a Mickey Mouse one of those.
Yeah. So it evolved into that. Then obviously when the electronics and everything came around, it turned into more of a digital clock. So an alarm clock, like one of those sounds that gives you that horrible ding, ding, and that or whatever, right? I don't know. I'm just making alarm sounds. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying, right? However, in the 21st century, where we are right now, right, we have our mobile phones. Not only that, I have an Echo Spot in my room.
Yep.
Which has an alarm clock, and you can actually have whatever you want as your alarm tone. Yeah, so I could have a radio station, anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was given the presentation, we had to do a soundscape as well. So we had to kind of give like a vision of the sound. So what I did was I managed to find some old archived audio of a window tapper, and basically I just went through the decades of alarm sounds. And when it came to the modern era, so like your mobile phone or your whatever, I played the song Usher and Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that was the song, right? So then a couple of days later, the Thursday morning breakfast team were doing their show,
Mhm.
and their producer was also on air with them. And their producer they were talking about kind of how they've settled into uni and things like that. And Palama, her name is, she came out with the saying, Stuart's the only man that I know that fits the saying, the man, the myth, the legend, right?
Yeah.
And the reason being is because I managed to play Usher Yeah in a university, in a presentation from a university where everyone else was kind of being like proper serious and everything like that. And I just played Usher Yeah just for the fun of it, right? which made me kind of quite cool.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. So yeah, that's how I got the status of the man, the myth, the legend. So yeah,
Oh
all
my
from
God.
studying the sound of an alarm clock.
I mean, it's a great tune.
Of course,
I'm going to
it
be
is.
singing it in my head all
It's
night
also
now.
it's also my favorite song
What, like of all time?
of all time
That is such a big statement. Why?
because I know the dance move that they use in Hitched, and when I go out, it's kind of like my party trick. I can do the dance moves to that song.
What? There's a dance?
Yep.
I've watched Hitch, but ages ago. Like,
Yep.
is this something I need to revisit?
Yes, you will. I'll send you the link later. So basically, there's a scene where Will Smith, who plays Hitchin, Dr. Hitchin,
Yeah.
and Albert Brenneman, who is played by Kevin James.
Yeah.
And he's going to take Allegra Cole, who is Albert's. He works for her, kind of giving advice on money.
Mhm.
But she's invited him to this kind of art exhibition or something.
Yeah.
And he goes, right, we need to get through some of the things like the dance moves. And Albert Brenneman turns around to Hitch and goes, don't worry, I've got this. And he goes, what do you mean you've got this? And he goes, I've got the moves. And he goes, okay, show me. And he hits play on his CD player, whatever it is at the time. And Usher Yeah comes on.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts doing the dance routine, doing the Q-tip, making the pizza, making the fire, and throwing it away, and all things like that, right?
Oh, I vaguely remember this scene now. Yeah.
So I learned the dance moves for it, and when we go out and this song comes on, I do the dance moves.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's why, one, it's my favorite song. Two, it's from my favorite film of all time, which is Hitch. And three, it's just a cool song.
I mean, fair. I can't really argue with it because that was kind of my era too.
Yeah.
So
but
yeah.
you were a completely different type of music person to me in that era.
What?
You were Fall Out Boy and Blink 182. You were a proper indie girl. You were a proper emo girl.
I was absolutely an emo girl, and I still have to get these photos from my mum because they are hilarious. Like really quite embarrassingly funny.
Yeah.
But I also had a really a real soft spot because when did Usher Yeah come out?
2002, if I remember rightly.
2002. Yeah, so I would have been 13. So yeah, like I used to like a little bit of like more dancey, clubby music, but I didn't really get into it until I was probably about 18.
I lied, by the way. It's 2004.
Was it 2004?
2 years
Okay, so I was
later.
15. Yeah.
I was in a ballpark.
So I was kind of getting into music, into that sort of music by that point. It wasn't my number one choice, but I got into it. But then I worked in a bar for quite some time, and I got the nickname Wiggle because I just constantly, like, whenever I was working, the tunes were on, and I'd just be like dancing whilst I was like getting all the pints and doing the shots and stuff like that. So
Wiggle, hey?
Yeah.
Wiggle. Nice.
Wiggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what we need to do one night? Okay.
Yeah.
We need to go back, right? I'll bring 3 tunes. You bring 3 tunes from that era. So from 2000 to say
The noughties.
2000 to 2010. Yeah, we've got to bring our 3 ultimate tracks.
The best of the noughties.
Yeah. Your 3, my 3. And what we should do is we should get the public or the listeners, you guys out there to tell us which 3 is better.
Well, that's a whole decade. Can we split it up? Can we be like, it has to be 2000 to 2003, 2004 to 2006, and then 2007 to 2010? So we have some sort of limitation.
No, you have the whole decade to choose your best 3. I mean, they don't have to be your exact best 3, because let's put it this way, music is subjective, it changes all the time. But I want you to know, because this will be a great nostalgia thing for me as well. I'll find 3 of the coolest songs from that era that I think is quite cool, and you do the same, and we just have a reminisce about it.
Okay. Oh no, there's going to be so many good tunes. This is going to send me down a rabbit hole. That's
all right. That's what we like.
Okay, let's do it. Let's live in the past for a mere moment.
Let's do it. And I tell you what, we need to do a special. I reckon me and you need to do a special show.
Like a back to school disco.
Yeah. We'll either sack off Aaron and Rachel, or we'll get them involved as well. Maybe we get them involved because they're around the same age as us, so they could probably chip in with the tunes.
They do like best TV from back then. Like, do you remember when you were kids?
No.
Oh, okay. Best tunes.
We'll do best tunes because let's put it this way, we don't play enough music on this show. So what we could do, we could turn Aaron and Rachel into music gurus for one show.
Yes, do it.
And we'll just reminisce about 2000 to 2010. And then to make it fair, we'll obviously do the TV of 2000 to 2010 and the best films of 2000 to 2010. How does that sound? So it's three special shows we've got to record.
I think that sounds awesome.
And what we do is we just review the year in music. Oh man, that's what the worst thing is with you, right? Because we record this a day beforehand.
Yeah.
We talk about ideas. I mean, we've still got to implement the Would I Lie to You special that I want to do.
Yeah.
We've got the pubcast that we've got to do. Now we've got this added onto it. Literally, every time I end up speaking to you, we end up kind of reminiscing about things that we can do on the show.
It's because we're ideas people, Stuart. We're bad for each other.
Yeah, that's it. We throw suggestions in and then we just go with them. The worst thing was, right before we started recording, I turned around to Lauren and went, I got nothing to say this week.
I know, we're just going to egg each other on. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, the longer this show goes on, the wilder it's going to get.
Oh, don't. We'll be do you know what? There is one point we're going to end up having to get, like, we're going to have to try and get a major artist on, like an absolute big name on the show. Don't know
That's
how
a goal anyway, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, how's that going to happen?
Never say never.
That's Justin Bieber. I don't want him. I'm joking. Justin, if you're listening, come on my show anytime.
I know. How could you say no to the Biebs?
Yeah, Biebs all right. Some of his music's all right. That's a lie.
That's
a lie. That's a lie. If I'm in the car and a Justin Bieber song's on, I'm belting that tune out.
This is what I mean. I wasn't into Justin Bieber. Like, I'm going to be honest, because I believe in honesty. So even if Justin is listening by some crazy coincidence, I wasn't keen on his like first stuff that came out, and I really hated it. Like Baby, couldn't stand it.
Baby,
hated it. But I like his new stuff.
Okay.
I really like his new stuff, and I think actually the first show that I did with you back in, what was it, like September time?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it Lonely that he did? Yep, was probably one of the first songs that I featured.
Yes, it was. So you're a Bieber. You're a believer. Bieber. Yeah, you're him.
Belieber. Yes.
Okay. So I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm literally, I
talk
literally
about
had
music?
Yeah, let's do that. So come on,
Who said you
where are we going to start today?
We are going to start today with an independent artist called Will Newman and his latest track called Crazy.
I'm not the thing that you made me. Just wanna sing that can't break me. Just leave your words cause they make me crazy for a little while now. Don't need your game, you can't blame me. Those compliments, you don't pay me. But I miss the way that you make me crazy for a little while now. Used to come around.
Yeah. Do you know what? I like it.
It's chill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got
Like
a vibe.
Sunday afternoon, just want to chill out, listen to some music. This is a great vibe for a Sunday evening.
It really is. This is my favourite bit, like kicks up a bit.
Your left hand said I'm your right hand man. I don't doubt it, baby. Wouldn't it be better?
I just like it.
If we don't play pretend? You got me thinking.
Now, generally, I'm going to leave that bit in. So what happens is when we cut to the music, me and Laura end up having a little dance off the screen, and I cut it out. So obviously you've missed the first bit because I cut that out, but I'm keeping that bit in just because you said you wanted to hear that little bit. So I'm keeping that bit in.
I don't know why it just picks up because it's kind of like it's got this really like chill ambient vibe going, and then it's got a story. It's very much as like storytelling song, and that little bit is talking about a particular experience, like last night when we were in London, you had a cigarette in your left hand or right hand, whichever it was, and it's just simple little details like that a lot of people don't actually bring into the lyrics of songs, and that's why I like that bit particularly, and it just adds a little bit of levity to what is quite the only word is chill. It just adds that little bit of levity, and then it comes back down again. But yeah, Sunday afternoon vibes, lovely. Like, oh, could you imagine just sitting in a nice sunny beer garden, listening, with a cold drink.
Oh, do you know what? I want to be in a sunny beer garden with a cold beer right now. Not long to go. Not long till June. Not long till June. We're in March. We've only got April and May to go before we hit June.
Just a few more months we can do it.
Is the end of June. Actually, no, we can go into a beer garden at some point, can't we? When can we go into a beer garden? I
don't know. I'm trying not to look too much at the dates. The reason being is that I'm so terrified that they're going to move all the dates and they're going to say like, nope, we haven't met the numbers. So then like 21st of June rolls round and we still haven't like done all the stuff we're meant to. So I'm trying to be like realist about it without being too pessimistic.
Okay.
There we go.
12th of April. We can go to a pub garden with 5 other people.
Oh, that's the week after my birthday.
Oh, there we go. Perfect way to go and get an excuse to get drunk. So technically, we are just over a month away from getting drunk in a beer garden with each other.
Oh, come on, like really nice weather.
In fact,
really, really nice weather.
From Monday, so actually from today, when we talk right now, which we will be because we'll be on air at this. Yeah, okay.
The kids are going back to school.
Yeah, kids are going back to school, but we can also meet up with one friend in the park and have a drink.
Is that like a coffee? Or can we have a drink?
Well, if you look at that meme I sent you and the guys in the show chat, the actual wording is get drunk with one friend in a park.
Get your white lightning at the ready.
Yeah, exactly.
It says one drink. It says a drink. That drink can be any size.
Of course, yeah, of course.
2 litre bottle of like.
Yeah, of course.
Tesco cider.
Yep. And then at the end of March, on the 29th of March, again, this is guidance only, so we don't know if this is actually allowed yet. But we can get drunk with 5 other people in your garden. So what we need to work out is, out of me, you, Rachel, and Aaron, who's got the biggest garden that we can all fit and have a drink on?
Not me, but it is my birthday on the 5th of April, and I can have a little garden party.
You can, well, for 5 people.
Yeah.
Who would your 5 be?
I'd probably have. Am I allowed several parties?
I suppose you could have one every day leading up to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think my first party would probably be like my mum, stepdad, my sister. Because I haven't seen them forever.
3. That's 3. You've still got 2 more. Oh, one's you, so you've got 1 more.
Well, then the other one would be Scott, wouldn't it? And Leon doesn't count because he's under the age of whatever.
Yeah, and hopefully he's not drinking.
I wouldn't be getting drunk anyway if I've got my son with me, to be fair.
Oh, okay. So your
Unless
first garden
Scott's
party.
on duty.
So your first garden party with 5 people, you're not even getting drunk at. Okay. Second day.
Oh,
I'm giving you a week, by the way. I'm giving you a week.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh,
your second day. So you've got 4 people to
it's got to
invite.
be my girlfriends. So it's got to be like Sam, Jules, Joey.
1 more.
Who's gonna make the cut?
Yeah, who's making the cut? Who's left?
I'm thinking local.
Yeah, but who's left?
Well, there's me, obviously.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
how
but
many
you're in-
friends are left? I don't.
Yeah,
I only
how
have
many
a small
girlfriends?
group of friends.
Well, you said 3 girlfriends so far, and you've got room for 1 more. So how many other girlfriends do you have?
Claire.
So you got Claire. Okay, Claire. Who else?
I've got so many.
Okay, but who else?
Oh my gosh, I can't name them all. I'm rubbish at like naming unless I'm like going there. I'm like,
Okay, give me at least another 2 more.
I still have 2 more. Okay.
So Claire,
Katie, and Sammy.
I think you've already said Sammy to come in.
I've got 2 Sammys.
Okay, so Sammy 2. Okay, so Sammy 2,
Yeah.
Claire,
Yep.
and crap, I forgot the second one. Sorry, the second one. Who did you say? Sammy 2, Claire, and who was the other one?
Katie.
Katie, right. Out of those 3, which one's making the cut?
Oh, Claire, because I haven't seen her forever.
Claire, okay. Sorry, Sammy 2, and Katie, you binned. Right, okay. Anyway, let's do it. So that's 2 days done. You've got a 3rd day now. Who's your 3rd day party?
Oh my gosh. So then that would be Katie, Sammy 2, Becky.
Okay. Okay. You got
Gemma.
1 more. Okay, that's it.
Oh my gosh, I'm filling this up with just girlfriends, and I haven't even thought about my boy mates.
Okay. So that's day 3. That's day 3 done. So what's day 4? You've got 3 more days after this.
Because the last day, shouldn't I? Really,
the last day is your actual birthday, by the way.
Okay, so like my nan, my granddad, my uncle, my auntie.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
And my other that's 5. Oh,
that's 5. Okay, so that's day 4 done. Day 5.
My other granddad, my dad.
Yeah.
My stepmom.
Yeah. You got 1 more.
This is so hard.
I mean, I suppose you don't have to have any more if you just want it to be that part of the family.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
So you can say Scott again. Scott can come back in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. So you've got 2 days left.
2 days left. Okay, so 2 days left has to be Lorraine, Albert, Paula.
More.
Oh, this is going to sound awful. So Paula and Mike, husband and wife, but I'd probably sacrifice Mike so I could see my nieces and my nephew, Lola and Joseph.
How old are they?
They are old enough to count. So like,
okay, well you've only got space for one of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Lola.
Okay, that's your niece.
Yeah.
Who's your nephew?
Joseph, so I'd have to see him the next day with Mike.
Joseph, you're binned, mate. You're binned. Joseph, you're gone.
No,
right, okay.
Next day.
So your next day is your actual birthday. Who are you celebrating your birthday with in your back garden? So you've got Joseph is one. You've only got 3 more names that you can put in that hat.
Oh, in that case, that's easy. It's obviously Stuart, Rachel, and Aaron, isn't it?
Yeah, we're celebrating on Laura's birthday. Woo woo woo. I was wondering if we were going to make the cut. I was wondering. Well, I mean, we got to day 6. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, she hasn't invited us yet.
They're right down the list.
Yeah, guys, Aaron and Rachel, just to let you know, we're not her priority, but technically are we? Because we're going on her birthday, so that's the best day. So
see, I made up for the fact that you weren't the first people that I saw.
Yeah, right.
By putting you on the actual birthday.
Yeah. So there we go. Perfect. There we go. We've got that sorted. So 5 days. There we go. You're gonna have one busy birthday that week. This is technically your invites. You know that I'm sending each person an invite.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, on your lovely personalized stationery.
Yeah. No. I'm just clipping this video up and putting it out on Facebook and tagging all the people you did. So, and then everyone will see that. Everyone will see that. And then all your friends that didn't make the list are just probably going to defriend you.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay. So, and of course, in the background to all your party, we're going to be listening to Will Newman and Crazy on repeat, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Just day drinking.
I mean, that was the reason we went down that tangent there, was because we were talking about how cool and having a rabbit hole. So Will Newman and Crazy, you're definitely making it to the party in the background.
There you go. Perfect.
So from Will Newman, where are we going to next?
We are going to Lockdown Lover by the Lottery Winners.
I just wanna be your lockdown lover. I don't feel like myself when you're not around. Everything you say, I hear in Technicolor.
So this was a lockdown song, guaranteed. Lockdown Lovers.
Yeah.
I like it. It's got a nice, again, chilled vibe. You've gone for your chilled vibe this evening. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Definitely making your birthday party playlist for the background beer music.
Oh, 100%.
In the garden. But tell me about the lottery winners and the Lockdown Lovers. Why? First off, I need to ask, why are they called the Lottery Winners? And where did Lockdown Lover come from?
So do you know what? I have been trying to find their bio on their website. Can I find it? No, I can't at all. Because I was like, oh, lottery winners. Maybe they did actually win the lottery then. Maybe that's why they're called the Lottery Winners. But I can't find it on their website unless I'm just being incredibly dense. But basically they've got a new EP coming out called the Start Again EP.
Okay.
And that's literally just come out on Friday the 5th. It already hit the top 20 on the iTunes album charts.
Nice.
And Lockdown Lover was actually added to the New Music Friday playlist on Spotify. Guess how I found this track?
I love New Music Friday. It's one of the best playlists. FYI, when we used to do Eastworld on a Sunday on Talk Radio, we had a segment where we just basically brought a track in each. We had to talk about it. I'm legit. This is how I'm doing it. I'm on the train into work. I've got the Friday playlist going, and I'm literally going through every song. And if it doesn't catch me within 30 seconds, I'm next. And if I get to a song where I'm listening all the way through, I'm like, that's my song. And then all I do is research that person.
It is, but this is the thing. I was researching the Lottery Winners, and I don't know if this is something that I kind of need to get in touch with them and say, I cannot find a bio anywhere. I couldn't even find a press release for their single.
The lottery winners, isn't it? The lottery winner. I'm just going to Google them quickly. Spotify, because in Spotify they normally have a little bio section.
Well, That's what I thought, but I couldn't even find anything there.
Let's find out. Here we go. I'm in the lottery winners. Oh, they get 565,000 monthly listens. Wish Up and Down could do that.
I just found something. It says that they are made of real flesh and bones. It's made of working class Britain. Self-deprecation, dire deprivation, and true dedication. Their debut album was recorded at the legendary Rockfield Studios, hit the top 40 album charts on its release in the spring last year, which went until a full lockdown. But it doesn't actually say why they're called the Lottery Winners.
Okay, Lottery Winners. If you're listening, get in contact. Let us know why you called the Lottery Winners. Would love to know. And here's a quick pop quiz for you. What are their top 5 cities where they're most listened to?
It is London, Chicago, Oslo, Atlanta, Dallas.
Yeah. You've got the same page as me. There we go. Perfect. Okay.
I have.
Lottery Winners, absolutely love it. You're great. You're great fun there.
Really nice.
So yeah, where are we going next then from Lottery Winners?
Can I have a drum roll, please?
Where are we going?
We are going to Emilia, Quinn and Girl Talk.
Heard how you slid your way to her DMs. Convenient you didn't mention your girlfriend. Heard those cheesy pickup lines. In the ghost that haunt those insides. You think you've got it all figured out, but we've always known what you're about. Girl talk is like the grapevine of Chinese whispers. An outfit all about how you treat her. You messed up again. Girl talk, take a deep dive into your psyche while you're acting.
Now I like this. Nice groove, country, kind of country pop rock. Love it.
It's really cool, right? So
Yeah.
I have to say that we've got a little bit of a good deal on this because this one isn't actually released until Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I got special permission to play it on Reclaimed Radio. So essentially, this is coming out for International Women's Day, and it's celebrating the diversity in the term woman. So it's a group of female identifying artists. There's 24 artists on there altogether to do all the like different vocals. You'll catch different artists singing different lines, and the whole point of the song is it's kind of being really tongue-in-cheek and poking fun at a lot of problems that women face and struggle with. So for example, like you can hear her talking in that little clip we heard there about, you know, people sliding into your DMs. Pity you didn't mention your girlfriend, you know, that kind of a thing. And it's kind of rolling in line with that whole choose to challenge, which is the theme of International Women's Day this year. So kind of choosing to challenge as well the stereotype of what it is to be a woman and to be female, and you know we're not all curlers and straighteners and lippy and mascara. You know, like there are different types of women and females out there that, you know, and the diversity is all beautiful. So yeah, I thought it was just a really, really great track to pay homage to that. So yeah, it's pretty rocking. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a great song, and we're playing it out here on Reclaim Radio just in a sec. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a fitting track for International Women's Day for sure. But it's just got a good vibe as well.
It's so good. Like it's one of those songs where, I mean, anybody can enjoy it, but particularly as somebody who identifies as a woman herself, you know, I love it. I think, you know, like in my car, I'll be like singing along, and I'll be like, yeah, you know, like this is really empowering, and it's done in such a musical and fun way. So I thought, no, this has to absolutely be the played out track for this week, especially with International Women's Day coming up. I 100% wanted to join in on the nods to it. So yeah.
Okay. Well, for International Women's Week, Girl Talk is coming up next on Reclaim Radio. First, the final thing I've got to ask, can we do it all again next week?
It's too fun not to. I'll be here.
Oh, all I can say is, what crazy shenanigans will we get up to next? There we go.
Who knows?
Laura, thank you so much. And I'll speak to you next week.
Speak to you next week.
It's the man, the myth, and some might say, including me, the legend. This is the Stuart Armour Show on Reclaimed Radio.